Hi, Dr. Huntington here, and today we're going to talk about how to use a common food item that your grandparents may have kept around the house as a home remedy. It's called apple cider vinegar. In fact, if you're not already into using apple cider vinegar, you might want to check the back of your cupboard because just about everybody has bought apple cider vinegar for some reason, at one time or another. And this stuff does not need to be refrigerated even after you open it, although it's best kept in a cool area. So just a note for the newbies, apple cider vinegar is not apple cider. There is a distinct difference between the two, although the two are related. So let's go into that. Apple cider vinegar is produced by fermenting apple cider. And during the fermentation process, you have the sugar in the apples, that kind of come together with the yeast and or the bacteria to make alcohol. And then the final result of that fermentation process is the vinegar. Now, to get the health benefits, you need quality apple cider vinegar. And it must be organic. You don't want to buy it if it's not organic. And you want to make sure that it's raw and unfiltered and contains the mother. Now, if you're not really familiar with apple cider vinegar, you're probably wondering what the heck mother is. And the term mother actually refers to that dark, like stringy, slimy, like cloudy sediment at the bottom of the bottle. And it's the stuff that kind of makes the product look like it's gone bad, but that's actually the good stuff. And you don't want to buy a brand of apple cider vinegar where the mother has been removed. That brand will look more clear, like apple juice. And if you use that one, you're going to miss out on a lot of the health benefits that you'd otherwise get from like a high quality apple cider vinegar that has not had the mother filtered out. The brand that I like to use is called Bragg. It's been around for a long time. It's probably the one you've seen on the shelf or at your grandmother's house. And you find it in just about every grocery store. So pick some up if you don't already have it in your house. Now, the key ingredient in apple cider vinegar is called acetic acid. It's made up of enzymes and good bacteria. And that's a large part of the health benefit that you'll get when you're drinking it. It actually comes from those enzymes and the bacteria. Okay, so here are some of the health benefits of acetic acid that you'll get from the apple cider vinegar. It helps in the regulation of blood sugar levels. Now, this is important for everyone and not just pre-diabetics or diabetics, because anything we can do to keep your blood sugar in normal range, which over time prevents excessive amounts of insulin release, is a healthy thing to do. Most of the devastating chronic diseases of today are associated with high blood sugar and high insulin levels. In fact, diabetes researchers have observed that consuming apple cider vinegar with a meal actually helps to reduce the blood sugar and insulin spikes following the meal. And they think that the mechanism at work here is the acetic acid, which interferes with the enzymes that break down starch, and thus blocking the absorption of starch. And remember, starch will significantly raise your blood sugar and insulin levels, so blocking that absorption in this case is good. Now, apple cider vinegar also has a long history of use, in terms of helping with other things like heartburn and acid reflux, as an example. And that's really good news because the common heartburn medications increase your risk for kidney and heart disease. So if you're suffering from heartburn or acid reflux, you might just want to try some apple cider vinegar. It's cheaper and it's safer than medication. Now, the apple cider vinegar also contains healthy bacteria. And of course, eating foods that contain healthy bacteria helps to maintain high levels of that healthy bacteria in your gut. And this prevents bad bacteria from taking root. Apple cider vinegar also contains antioxidants. And of course, you want lots of antioxidants as they help prevent damage and are a big part of staying youthful and healthy. And if you're interested in anti-aging medicine, anti-aging remedies, and apple cider vinegar is one of the things you want to take a look at because it's easy, it's accessible, and you can use it. Now, apple cider vinegar also helps with weight loss, and we know this because studies have shown that apple cider vinegar actually helps to lower appetite and reduce water retention. Now, it's also a cold killer, meaning if you feel like you're about to get sick, keep it on hand. If you feel like your nose is getting a bit stuffy, you feel a cold coming on, the way it does this is by pushing the body in the direction of being more alkaline. which is an alkaline environment is not conducive for bad bacteria or viruses for them to grow. It also helps with colds because it thins the mucus, allowing for mucus to drain easier. Now, I mentioned alkalinity a minute ago, and so I want to mention this about apple cider vinegar, helping to maintain a properly balanced pH in your body. It's important for a lot of reasons, but particularly mineral absorption. And if you think in terms of calcium and magnesium and potassium, then it's super important for your nervous system and your heart and your overall muscle function. You know, if you've ever gotten cramps, particularly like in your legs, or you get that feeling that your legs just like can't relax, there's a good chance that you're lacking minerals. Now, in addition to taking like a mineral supplement or eating foods that contain those minerals, you can also drink a diluted solution of apple cider vinegar, and the best choice of diluting it's probably with water. Okay, so let's quickly run through some of the uses and benefits. Now, apple cider vinegar neutralizes odor. So, well, it's probably not a good choice for mouthwash. It might be useful for other areas of the body. Maybe think armpits or feet. So it can also be used to relieve mild to moderate sunburns. And you can add a small amount to a bath or make a diluted solution and actually spray it onto an affected area. Just make sure you keep it out of your eyes. Now, the way it works is that as a pH regulator, the vinegar will actually help your skin to cool down and repair. But don't put vinegar on a severe burn. Not even apple cider vinegar. That won't feel good. You won't like that. So, so I've mentioned using a diluted solution a few times now. And this is extremely important because the acidity of apple cider vinegar could burn you if it's not diluted. Now, because different apple cider vinegars can contain varying amounts of acetic acid, you should always err on the side of caution and make sure that the solution is no stronger than about 1 to 10, meaning 1 part apple cider vinegar and about 10 parts water. If you apply this on the skin, you might want to make sure that it's even more dilute than that because your skin obviously is very delicate. If you're drinking it and you're measuring it in your kitchen, you can do about a half to a teaspoon, so 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar to about a cup of water. And you can consume a maximum of about 2 to 3 teaspoons a day. All right, so in summary, make sure that you buy organic, make sure that you buy raw, unfiltered, and that it contains the mother, right? And you want to make sure that you buy a quality brand. The one I choose is typically Bragg, right? So remember, the mother, I just want to mention this, is that raw, it's the unfiltered apple cider vinegar that has it, but it's that sort of slimy, mucky stuff at the bottom, right? You want to see that in your apple cider vinegar. Now, before you pour it out, so once you've got it and you're going to use it, before you pour it, you want to make sure you shake it lightly. And then what you want to do is dilute it in water or another liquid. I prefer water. Definitely don't put it in juice. You don't need the extra sugar. And then a great time to drink it is about 20 minutes before your meals to get the benefit of lowering your sugar and insulin spike. Because when you eat, your blood sugar and your insulin is going to go up, even if you eat a healthy diet. And so by taking the apple cider vinegar just before your meal, you can help suppress that a bit. You can add apple cider vinegar also to like a salad dressing or marinades or soups or your smoothie. And this will help you to maximize the nutritional absorption from the vegetables that you're eating. You can also warm your diluted apple cider vinegar solution and add some stevia, some lemon juice, and create a tea. Or you can drink it cold and you can kind of pretend like it's some kind of funky, refreshing lemonade. Okay, so if you're not already consuming apple cider vinegar, make sure to get it in your diet this week. Until next time, enjoy your vinegar.